Monday morning. It is December the 4th. Rise and shine. Rise and shine, friends. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather, and hopefully, get your day started off on the right note. At least in terms of weather, it's comfortable. It's definitely warm and muggy. We have the current temperatures and the forecast temperatures on the bottom of the screen, but let's also peek outside and see what's doing. We'll start in Ocala, a little bit of fog in this area, at least off in the distance. Downtown's not looking too bad, but out near the airport, we have been watching a little bit of fog reported. Temperatures there very comfortable. Let's take a look at the visibilities around Central Florida right now. And you'll notice in Marion County a 2-mile visibility. Wildwood, a half-mile visibility. Quarter-mile for us in Leesburg, 1.5 miles in DeLand. This is the time of year when we have to watch for fog. It just is what it is. It's okay. We can handle that. So that's kind of what we're looking at in Ocala, and other parts of Central Florida certainly also in the same ballpark. Nothing on our first morning live Doppler radar. Temperatures out the door. Warm, dare I say once again, muggy. Yeah, 70 degrees in Orlando, 68 in Leesburg, 66 degrees in Palm Coast. It's comfortable this morning. Looking ahead to the day, though, may have a sprinkle or two as a cold front really pushes on through. Oh my goodness, Campeche. As that cold front pushes through, you'll notice temperatures today pushing into the lower range of the 80s, and then we're going to start to drop, and it's going to get cool. As a matter of fact, by 9 o'clock tonight, we will be cooler than where we are right now, and temperatures will continue to drop. Yukon says, muggy, yes. What are the dew points? I bet they're high. Let's take a look. All right, so temperatures, let's just, for good measure, there's a look at temperatures. All right, take a glance and kind of get the range. All right, 70 in Orlando, 68 in Ocala. Here's a look at the dew points. 68 in Ocala, 69 in Orlando. So it's not summer dew points, but it's muggy enough. It's warm enough, right? Yeah, for sure. All right, so here's a look at the surface map, and there's that cold front literally over top of us. You notice in North Florida, a few showers. Some of those showers may end up trying to come on in our area. Nothing too bad, right? Just clouds and showers. This is all associated with a cold front, though. All right, so through this afternoon, that cold front moves south, and what we end up with is, for today, a cloudy day, and we know this already. It's a nice, humid day, all right? Looking ahead to tomorrow, cooler, drier air starts to move in, and thus sunny skies, less humidity, even a slight drop in the temperatures. And then looking ahead to Wednesday, cooler air in place, staying nice and cool through Thursday. All right, so a couple of things here. First off, the muggy meter, since we're talking about mugginess, really dropping those dew points off, really dropping that humidity, really dropping the mugginess. So today is going to be the last kind of bastion of that summertime-esque pattern. Then things will start to drop just a little bit. So let's look at today's highs, and let's just kind of get us through the day. First off, temperatures around Central Florida. This afternoon, we're looking at 81 in Orlando, 78 in the Villages, 77 in Ocala, 82 to 83 in Brevard County. All right, so it's going to be a warm and muggy day for sure. What about Futurecast? Let's dial that thing up. All right, there's the clouds. Showing a few little green dots around. Nothing too bad, but, a few showers. And then even into tonight, we're going to keep those clouds around. Let me switch over to the extended Futurecast just to get us through this evening. All right, there's 5 p.m., watching the clouds kind of trying to clear on out. And by tomorrow morning, we'll keep some clouds around. But through the day tomorrow, we should start thinning these clouds out. And then into Wednesday really is when the sun comes on in full force. Wednesday's looking absolutely beautiful. And guess what? Thursday will be about the same thing. So we've got some changes. Now, what about temperatures? So again, for today, let's just dial that back up for comparison purposes, okay? Here's this afternoon's high temperatures, okay? Nice, comfortable. Average high 75, we'll do 81, so it's definitely a little warmer than average. Let's look at tomorrow morning. Okay, little bit of a change. 50s, even lower 60s in Brevard County, but it's going to be cooler. Look at tomorrow afternoon, right? Yeah, there's a change. 69 in our northern spots, lower 70s through the metro. Let's look at Wednesday morning. Oh, yeah, there's an adjustment. Wednesday morning, 40s and 50s. Daytime highs in the 60s. And then Thursday morning, yep, 30s and 40s. Daytime highs. Thursday afternoon, I need to take that turkey off in the 60s. And then, by the way, share your Christmases this week. If you're unfamiliar, share your Christmases a food and fund drive that we run every year. It's like the 38th year, the 36th year, something like that. I grew up watching Wesh doing this event. And we're going to be out on Friday. And what's so fun is that for Share Your Christmas, Friday still feeling nice and cool. Love that. 54. 8 a.m., 69 at noon, 72 at 3 o'clock. We talked about this ad nauseum yesterday. All of your Wesh 2 CW18 friends, not all of us, but a bunch of us are going to be out. I will be at the Daytona International Speedway on Friday morning, starting broadcasting at 6 a.m., and then I believe going until 1-ish, something like that. Yeah, so come out and say hi. Would love to see you. And if we haven't met yet, come and say hi. Let's get a hug together. Snap a picture and we'll put it up on the old Twitter sphere or whatever it's called now. So, yeah. Am I driving a few laps? If I'm invited, I will. If I'm invited. If not, Yukon, I'll just take my car out and do it myself. Catch me. Did we break any records? I don't believe we did. I think we got close-ish, but I don't believe we did. Yeah. Julie says, loving it. Open window weather coming. Oh, it's so true. So let's take a look at Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast. It does look beautiful, right? Some cooler air for sure moving in. 60s and 70s for highs, partly cloudy skies. Now, looking ahead to next week, we're going to have another storm system around. So Saturday looks to be good, but by Sunday, we'll definitely get some thunderstorms into the mix. Yukon says, well, you do have a Tesla and they are fast. Oh, it's fast. I don't know if I have the control for it, Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Augusto says, greetings from the Atlantic Ocean on a transatlantic on the way to Miami. Oh, nice weather, Ocala. Oh my gosh, so you're out in the middle of the ocean? That's cool, man. That's super cool. I like that. Understand, Cindy, that, the forecast 7 days out can change and probably will make some changes. So just understand that. Yes, electric is instant, but it's all about understanding where your tires will grip and where your tires won't grip and that sort of thing. That's all. Looking ahead to what we can expect. Yeah, Wendy will definitely dial into the BSR today. And take a look kind of long range. Robert, UCF plan in Tampa for their bowl game. I'm sure you're going to go to the game with your family, and you can't let Stuart Moore know his Seminoles. I know. That whole college football thing yesterday was a disaster. Like UCF, we were originally slated for Duke, which I was not excited about. And then all of a sudden it's like Georgia Tech, and I'm like, that's going to be a fun game. So, yeah. Interesting. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You know who I want to see, and I don't know if they're in this morning, but I'm going to be out at the Speedway. I hope to see the Kendricks out there. Priscilla, that 540 line. Yeah, we'll look. Where in Marion County are you going to be on Friday? I'm not going to be in Marion on Friday. It's called the coefficient of friction tire grip. Yeah, well, I don't know it. And I have like standard roadie tires on my car, so yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to be in Marion. I'm going to be in Volusia County on Friday. I think I'm the only weather person going out and playing, so that's fun. Oh, man. All right. So, any questions about anything thus far? Any questions about the 7-day forecast or anything? That Share Your Christmas logo is a little ugly. It's like hard to make it out. I'm going to have to retool that for tonight's newscasts. By the way, I'm in all feed tonight, so I'm doing the 4, 5, 5, 36, 7, 10, 11. Yeah. Cindy says FSU got the shaft. Proves that excellence doesn't matter as much as ratings and money. I mean, you know what stinks is like they got the shaft. And I don't even know if it's ratings and money. I don't even think it's that. I think that FSU would have demanded that kind of an audience as well. I think it just has to do with like SEC, I don't know. I just know that that's ridiculous. Taylor, so we get tequila time. That's right, girlfriend. That's right. I can't guarantee I'm going to have a ton of energy, but, Terry says, hey, the Bucks actually won. And my brother Frank, who should be here, my brother Frank was at the game sending us pictures. We were sending all kinds of smack talk texts back and forth. If you're Manolfi, you need a larger nose and black hair. We'll send you some pasta for dinner. I don't know. My nose is pretty bulbous. And like this thing, I don't know what it is wanting to do, but it's getting pretty bulbous too. So I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, man. Larger nose. Poor Manolfi. I'm sure we'll have our morning conversation after coffee talk today. Real fast. Can I share a story with you guys? Can I share a story? This is one I can't make up. This is a true story, okay? So yesterday we were out. I went to the Magic Kingdom with my brother and sister-in-law and, of course, my wife and my kids and everything. This is true. Now, while I'm telling you this story, you have to understand I did the same thing, but less of a cluster. All right, so a couple of things. I proposed to my wife at the Magic Kingdom in front of the castle like a cheesy little loser. Why did I do it? It's the happiest place on earth. Okay, I'll give you a moment to laugh at me, and that's totally acceptable. You can laugh. It's all right. She said yes. Anyway, so we're at the Magic Kingdom yesterday. I wish that I would have had the wherewithal to film this because what a mess this was. So we're at the Magic Kingdom and we're taking pictures in front of the castle. Okay? And it's cute. Like the family in front of the castle is so cute. Okay. Actually, I wonder if any of these pictures have them. Oh my gosh. Literally, I think it's happening like right. Like if you look over here, this girl with her eyes closed next to me is seconds away from getting proposed to. Okay? This girl is seconds away from getting proposed to. Now, so we've got the kids, we're taking our picture, and as we're starting to move on, I looked over and we all kind of saw this guy taking a knee and asking that girl to marry him. Now, what kind of a reaction would you expect to get? Yes, oh my God, it's amazing. Or like, oh no. Instead of saying anything, do you know what instead of saying yes or no, do you know what she said? She looked over at a friend who was like filming this or taking a picture and said, can you get this at a different angle? What? The guy was on his knee with the ring, and instead of saying, yes, oh my God, I can't believe this, yes, or, oh no, she literally looked at her friend and said, can you get this at a different angle? And to see this guy's face, he's like, are you... Now, couple things. I did my proposal at the hub so that it would be photographically better for depth. This proposal happened right at the castle. I thought the pictures through. Now, I was also there taking pictures with the family, but it was a wider angle and all this stuff. Can you imagine? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I was scared-less when I proposed. I knew what the answer was going to be. Doesn't take the terror out of you. If she had done that, I think I would have actually myself. Like, all I needed in that moment, just say yes or no. Literally, no will be just as painful as yes in that moment because your anxiety is so high. If Jeannie would have looked at me and been like, can we do this again with a different camera angle? I'd have been like, are you kidding me? This is a true story. So for the next 10 minutes, my wife, my brother, my sister-in-law, we're all talking about how could she have the wherewithal to do that? Corinna says, that's awful but hilarious. Cheryl says, sign of the times. Mike says, that's today's kids. I don't want anything to do with that. Diane, tell that guy to run far away. I believe my exact words were, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. The odds of them ever seeing this coffee talk, pretty low. They're not really in my demographic, but if they do, a couple of pieces of advice from somebody who's been married for a few years. I'm not going to say that I'm the wisest man on the planet. God knows. Don't do that. Girlfriend, he was scared. And you're worried about a camera angle? Reshoot it afterward. Don't leave the man hanging. Say yes or say no. What's planning that wedding going to be like? Holy crow. Billy says, I proposed to my wife in front of the castle. Can you imagine if your wife had been like, can we get this at a different angle? And you'd be like, yes or no, woman? Oh, God. Jan says, wow, he should run away fast. Apparently life is all about her. Why are we surprised? Poor guy needs to run. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Frank says, I would have just walked away. I feel like I would have, too. I feel like I would have closed the ring box and been like, I need a minute, and walked away. And it would have been like a reality show or something at that point. You absolutely would have done it again if Jeannie asked you. I'm 1,000% confident in that. Kelly, it was terrifying. And no, I feel like I would have been stunned. If I'm joking aside, I feel like I would have just been stunned. I feel like I would have been stunned and I probably would have cried. Oh, man. Red flag warning. It's like, yeah, exactly, Yukon. Red flag warning. Beverly says he is in trouble. I mean, look, nobody's perfect. Don't get me wrong. I am far from perfect. You want to know who knows that best? Jeannie. You want to know who knows that second best? Tony Manolfi. I am not perfect, but I can't imagine doing that. I just cannot even imagine doing that. Ruth, she must have known he was going to propose. Even still, as somebody who has proposed, that was scary. Like the worst. I'm going to give these people the Oh, see, Kelly with some wisdom. Kelly, I'm going to give these people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they were already engaged and wanted something fake for social media. That's all social media is anyway. I didn't even think of that, Kelly. I didn't even think of that. This is why, Kelly, this is why we keep you around. Because you're sweet and saucy. But you read right through the BS. You do. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So Mickey's asking, wow, did she say yes afterward? Honestly, I was so... First off, parenting mode, like the kids were beelining for... Eric and Landon wanted Big Thunder Mountain, so like we had to go do that. So we were talking, we're like, what did she end up saying? And I think we agreed as a group that she had to say yes because she wanted it at a different angle. But you're so right. Like, what if they were already engaged and it was just for social? You're right. Jeannie is so sweet, but I'm not married to her. Oh, believe me, that woman is far from perfect too. Nobody's. Chris, you're a sweetheart. I'm sure that your poor bride is like, Chris ain't perfect, right? That's where we're at. My ex-husband asked me to marry him while I played in bed with 103 feet. Oh my gosh. With the flu? Wow. She knew it was happening and it was staged. See, why did I not go that much deeper? Rita, I still feel bad that I accidentally ruined Will's proposal to me. Story time about friends I've known for a long time and I didn't know. I was convinced he wasn't going to do it, so I proposed to him as a joke on New Year's Eve. I was shocked when he then pulled out a ring. Rita, that's how that went down? No way. Seriously? So yesterday, this sparked a conversation with my wife and sister-in-law about having your nails done before a proposal. And Jeannie was like, yeah, my only tip was my mother told me to get my nails done, and I thought that was weird. And Kelly's like, my nails were done for a year and a half plus. Because Jason did not propose for a long time. And it was just a very funny moment of us, older, married, with kids, couples. Priscilla says, how many followers does she have and what does she sell? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how many followers I have. I just know I do my thing. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Except like a forecast. But but anyway. Nothing about this is staged. I come to Coffee Talk sometimes knowing what the weather is. Other times I have no idea what the weather is. So there you go. Oh, man. I always say you can make the word gag out of engagement and the word rage out of marriage. Oh, Mike, that's funny and saucy. Yeah. Dawn says we've been together 21 years and still not married. I mean, I always joke that I liked Jeannie so much I decided to get the law involved, which when you say it like that, it's like, well, why would you do that? So I get that. I get that. Nothing wrong with that, Dawn. Totally get that. David says, sell us a cold front. I'll pay top dollar. How much will you pay for it? How much are you willing to pay for it? Because how much? Check, cash, or charge. Oh, man. I got an email from Eric Burst trying to sell me rain dance lessons. That wasn't you. No. That was the prince, the prince from another country trying to sell it to you by transferring. Yeah. Or maybe they did the proposal before you guys arrived and they wanted pictures at the angle she likes. There it is. See, that makes sense. See, I can't imagine. I can't. But that makes sense. I also feel like acting. I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't love Instagram. Debbie, what? You're sponsored now? I'm just go. Okay, truth be told, there's two versions of the 7-day. There's a sponsored version and there's a non-sponsored version. I usually use the non-sponsored version for Coffee Talk, but I didn't move the Share Your Christmas logo. Wow, way to throw it at me, Debbie. LOL. Hold on, I'll fix it. I usually use the non-sponsored for Coffee Talk, but I didn't move this over in time. And then I got called out, so here. It's Wesh sponsors it because y'all, I gotta have a paycheck at the end of the day, but I do my best, like the tower cams. You'll notice the tower cam that I show you does not have a sponsor, whereas the one you see on TV does have a sponsor. I do my best to show sponsorships when I need to, and to not show sponsorships when I do not need to, aka Coffee Talk. So there you go, there it is. No sponsor. Fixed. My proposal story is I decided to be adventurous and propose on a zip line in North Carolina, 60 feet up by waterfalls. I was more nervous about fumbling the ring. Oh my God. Yeah, no, Mickey. I would totally be afraid of that as well. Let's sponsor a look at Christmas forecast. Yeah, I knew my husband was going to because we inherited my grandparents' rings. I thought he was going to do it on our dating anniversary. When he didn't, I told my best friend he better not do it at the work Christmas party. At the work Christmas party, we were leaving. He grabbed my arm, turned to me. I immediately said, "Are you about to propose?" I felt like a jerk saying that because he went blank-faced. He still asked, and I still said yes. Then a coworker shouted, we were engaged, which made both of us turn bright red since there's a bunch of hundreds of people, and we're both introverts. I love that, Shannon. I love that. So let me tell you what I was going to do. Okay, so story time again. Since you asked, you didn't ask. I took Jeannie ring shopping and bought the ring like super before I proposed, and asked her parents' permission when Jeannie was in Europe, and I almost screwed that up because she was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like she called me or something, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm hanging with your parents," and she's like, "Why are you hanging with my parents?" And I'm like, "Red alert, SOS, red alert." And I don't remember what I said, but I was like, "Oh man, you screwed this up." Anyway, so yeah, we were supposed to go to California a couple of weeks before I proposed, and my plan was to like consistently fake propose on this trip, like take a knee and then tie my shoes. I was just going to continuously do that because my goal was to fake propose to her on this little mini vacation so much that when we went to Disney and I actually did it, she wouldn't believe it. But what's even better is, so when we were at Disney, we're at Disney by ourselves, and I was hanging in another area because like all of my friends that worked for Disney and somebody that I had worked with like professionally at Disney, they were all helping get family members, main gating family members. So as we get to the hub, Jeannie looks at me and is like, "Why are my parents here? Why is Tony Manolfi here?" And I literally said to her, "You know," and I took a knee. I don't even know if I asked her. I literally said, "You know." God. Why are my parents here? Why is Tony Manolfi here? You know. Who does that? What an idiot. What a train wreck today this coffee talk has been. Gotta run you off to go find some... Oh, geez, Jan, you're so funny. Oh, my God. You know. What? She still said yes. Oh, man. I can see the t-shirt now. Your face with a ring and you know at the bottom. Yeah, right? Meanwhile, Manolfi live streamed it. Like, I'm sure if anybody went and dug around, you could find the Tony Manolfi Facebook Live of my proposal, which don't do that because that would be embarrassing as hell. But what I could promise is it would confirm the story I just told you. You'll have to propose again the right way when a vow renewal is due. Oy vey. When is that? You know, right, Mickey? Right? At least it wasn't like my Uncle Rita says. He was so nervous that when he took a knee, all you could croak out was, "You good woman, you marry me." Oh, no. And this poor guy has like a bunch of degrees. He's brilliant. "You good woman, you marry me." He went into like stupor mode. It's like Windows going into safe mode. Like, "You good woman, you marry me." Caveman mode. Oh, my God. Don't go look for that, Cindy. I'm actually sorry I even mentioned that because it's going to be an embarrassing moment, I'm sure. Oh, man. Yeah, why was Manolfi at my proposal? When I tell you that Manolfi is like my super, super, super annoying older brother, I'm not even lying to you. Manolfi has been a pimple that I've been trying to pop for decades. That's where we're at. Vow renewal is whenever, if you want it. My parents did it on their 50th. Holy crap, if I can make it to a 50-year wedding anniversary, I'll be an old man. I better get it done before then. I think you need to take your wife out on a nice dinner. Propose. Look, we're so in the weeds with kids. There's no nice dinners. There's no babysitting. Who is more annoying, Manolfi or the real brothers? I don't know. Manolfi? Well, let's see. If I were to make like a pros and cons, physical harm, they've both done that. Emotional harm, they've both done that. Can he be like just as bad as the real brothers? Can that be a thing? He's definitely right there. He's definitely right there. Yeah. I'm not even sure how I got married. I don't remember him proposing to me. We just started looking race. Oh my God, Linda, that's so funny. That's so funny. Oh man. Yeah, he's definitely one of the club. Yeah. All right. All right. So we've definitely this coffee talk has gone way off the rails. Anybody have any questions about the weather? Should we talk a little bit about that? He's your brother. He's definitely my brother from another mother. Yeah, yeah. The Italians and the Jews are not all that different, really. Wendy, we'll have to look at that tonight. We'll have to look at that tonight because I'm working from Manolfi, which means I've got some things I've got to get taken care of. Sarah, Mickey, we'll do that tonight. I'll do a broadcast at like 9 o'clock, and we'll look at the BSR tonight, okay? But at least we've got some cooler weather. That's going to be my big story. Yeah. Oh, Cindy, I'm so sorry to see that. I'm sorry to see that. William, where's my dog at? In the other room? I don't know. Oh, man. Nathan, that is a mess, is what that is. All right. All right, to be continued. So 9 o'clock tonight, we will look at the BSR. We'll look at some long-range stuff and get that all dialed in. All right, sound good? Sound good. Thank you very much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. Today's going to be cloudy and humid. Tonight's going to be a little cooler. Be ready for it. Somebody needs to track the video down and post it for us. My God, Linda, I'm already embarrassed. All right, be the sunshine in someone else's day. I'll see you all on TV 4, 5, 5:30, 6, 7, 10, 11. Coffee Talk at 9. Whew, I might need more coffee. All right, be good, y'all. Take care. Bye.